Hey guys, good morning to you. Sorry I cut a little late. I had to get a drink of coffee. Uh, well, today's 5 last day of May. In fact, uh, I'm still sitting here at the Prime Yard. I didn't, I didn't get the repowered load until I think it was around 2:30, 3 o'clock this afternoon, yesterday afternoon. So I just made a decision since I had basically only a few hours to get there in. I just go ahead and reset my clock again, my 10-hour clock, because it was way down low on my 14. So not wanting to spend any much more time than I had to. I know I'm going to be going home in the next 3 days. I'm just going to go ahead and do it this way. I'm going to leave out here in about. I plan on leaving here in about an hour. I'm going to go load my trailer. Got it already locked up and ready to roll. And go through driver lineup, pick up my bills, and then I'm going to head out. Basically, not far. I mean, Bartlesville, Oklahoma's not too far away. So, in that area, I don't know exactly. It's just around that town that I know. But anyway, I just wanted to touch bases again. Some more additional comments from yesterday, and I've gotten mixed comments, which is fine, and that's what I wanted to hear and see. You know. I've talked to my better half, and we talked about it last night a little bit. I've got to try this. And I talked to a gentleman here who's a trainer. I didn't catch his name, and I regret that too, because he's been through this before, and in fact he'd been with Prime 2 or 3 different times. Well, two times I think it was. He tried to do things on his own too, and that, of course, that didn't work out for him. But he always came back to Prime. He said, I'm going to tell you something. I've been here quite some time. He'll become a million miler next March, in that vicinity, somewhere in that area. And he's done a lot of things. He's been lease operator. He's done his own business, and now he's back. He's back, and he went company this time. He's a trainer company guy. He's got his trainee with him. They were headed out, yesterday afternoon, and he made a comment. He said, I'm not trying to give you. I'll give you advice, but I want you to just take it for what it is. But he said you need to try to give it an opportunity to see if it eventually works. He said, you've got to understand. I guess freight's been in a law. I don't know if anybody's. I've got a fleet manager. I got several of them. It seems like, but Brandon has been since Craig. My fleet manager, my main fleet manager, has been on leave or vacation. They've had several other ones that I deal with, Mark, Leslie, and now Brandon. Brandon made a fleet-wide note to me. He's handling 2 fleet managers groups for the weekend, and we were talking, and he wrote a comment on the Qualcomm yesterday. He said they're fluctuating freight and peak personnel and stuff all over the place, and it's been really tough for them to get everybody out of here or in there or whatever. And that's one of the reasons why Brandon just told me to go to driver's lineup, which sometimes can be scary. I know me and Jamal did it once. I think we did it one time. And, when I was in training. And it was to the point where, they're trying to help everybody out in a situation that this was. And I've also noticed, I've read a few Facebook comments from the professional drivers page. And a lot of people are being deadheaded, like some at 2,200 mile deadhead, and they're not getting nothing. They're getting pennies for what they're doing. So it's just not me struggling. I mean, I thought it because I'm a rookie and because of this and that it was because of me I wasn't getting the loads that I should get to start off with. Don't get me wrong. I got a heck of a load one week, and I revenued a lot, but then after that it's just kind of depleted to nothing. So the other day I could have been jumping to conclusions, not giving it a chance, to see what's going to happen. and I've got to give it that chance. And he told me the best thing for me to do is trying to stick it out for at least another. He said another month, and then call your fleet manager and get you the ACE 2, I guess it is ACE 2 program or training or whatever it is. I guess you come back in. I know my trainer did it while I was here. Well, he was getting ready to come and get me, so you go to that ACE 2 class and get your stuff set up. But they want you to have a little bit of longevity on there so that they can collect all the information from your fleet manager, what you've done so far, what you've been doing, how you've been operating, how you operate as a lease op. And then they try to make it to where you can understand, for one thing, to understand the settlement stuff's just got my brain warped. Me and my wife still cannot understand it. And I think there should have been a class given, even though we went to that slingshot class. I just don't think that was enough information to really warrant knowing what you're doing when you first start out as lease op. I want to understand it all. When you got 10 pages and I know you're told only the first 3 are the important ones, okay, great. But I'm seeing too much money taken away, and I want to know why that money's being taken away for. When I've known my trainers was never done that way. I don't think, the way I understand it. I mean, it seems like there's more money leaving than there is coming in. Coming into my pocket. And I understand the responsibilities. I got to pay payments. That's not an issue with me. I took that on. Now there's been some comments, there's another, well, you just need to go company. Well, that's okay, fine. I'm not, let me put this out and put it out plainly to everybody. And I could probably lose some subscribers for this, but I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to let that happen to me. Am I going to continue to accept bull crap loads? Or am I going to continue to make the money that I'm not making? No, I'm not going to. But I'm not going to sit here and just throw my hands up and say, hell with it. I'm just giving up. I'm not going to do that. Me and my wife discussed it last night. I said, man, let me give it another, let me give this another, whatever, my next time frame for home time. Okay. Now my projection is I'll stay out working anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks. In between that window, then I'll go home time, but I won't take a week off. I'll take like three days off or 2 days off, and I'll do that towards the first part of the first part of the week of the settlement week, so that I can still gen maybe get 2 or 3 loads in towards the end before the end of that settlement. But I just want to see if there's a possibility that this can happen. So I'm going to take another 2 or 3 weeks. At least another month out on the road. See if the numbers change a little bit, move up a little bit, and then of course he also told me the reason why I'm getting crappy fuel mileage is because I'm breaking in a brand new truck. He said that happens to a lot of people. He said, but you just got to be patient with it. Yeah, you're right. I've only got 13,000 miles on it, so it's still a baby. He said, you got to run that mileage up. When you get up to the 70s and 80s, you start breaking a truck, and you'll start seeing the difference in your mileage and how it works. Because, I follow the rule of thumb of my trainer, 58, 59 miles an hour. And we killed it on the Peterbilt. I mean, we were getting up in the high 8s, low 9s, even up into 10s. Well, I'm lucky to break 8.5, 8.6, or something to that effect. I've only braked 10 one time, and I was empty. That was it. But I've increased my mileage to a point, not a whole lot, but I was, up a little bit higher than I normally am. And I'm not pushing it no more. At the beginning, of course, you can't push this thing. It only goes 63 miles an hour. People told me there's something wrong because you should be doing 65 since your lease off. And that's cruise, full speed on the cruise. Just don't do that. He said, you need to get that checked out or something. I said, well, whatever, because it's just all I can see is dollar signs every time I bring it in here. If there's a problem, I got to freaking pay for it. Just like his APU thing. I don't think I should pay it. This is a used APU they put on there. It had already had 7,000 hours on it. And then it hasn't been checked out in almost a year, and now I'm getting close to its service. It's 170 some hours left on it. It's supposed to be served in July. I should only be charged from the time I started it to the end. I should be prorated on that, not charged the whole amount to have it redone. But since they're so busy here at Prime in Springfield, you know, the lady I talked to at the truck shop, she said, you just might as well come and get your filters here and just take them with you and take them to a TA or Petro and let them do it. Have the PO it to the back here and let them get them a PO and let them go from there. And that's a good point. So when I come back in, because they're booked up. She thought I wasn't going to be back in. I told her, well, no, I'm going home time next week, this coming week. So I don't even think I can get in the appointment here. So anyway, I got to go do that. So when I get back in, when I drop back off to get ready to go home time, I'm going to go pick up my filters, I guess. They'll charge me for it, but you know, that's part of it. But I don't think I should be charged everything because it's a used APU and it was on here when I got the dang thing with the hours on it. Just one of the things I didn't write up, so, you know, it's stupid. But anyway, guys, enough of that. Everything's going okay. I'm fine. I'm dealing with it. I sat here last night, got my 10. I'm ready to rock and roll. I'll run this down there real quick this morning, 3 hours, get it turned in. I can deliver it any time I want. I'll get it done, and then I'll put myself back on the list for another load. And hopefully I can get another load like this. This is not a bad paying load. It was okay. It was above standard, above my standard. I'll accept it and just add it onto my till. I need to get at least another. If I can get another good load, at least, you know, $300 to $500 load, I'll feel comfortable with that. But if not, I don't. I should get one more load before I come back, and because I'm not scheduled to come back till Wednesday anyway. That's when I'm going on home time. So I got 3 days. I can actually put another load in 3 days real quick, so we'll see. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to say hi to you guys, and you know, thank you so much for your comments, even whether they were, to me, whether they were negative or positive. You know, that's fine. That's, you know, when you put out these videos, you expect to get good comments, and you expect to get comments you don't want to hear, but you want to hear them because that's what they're there for. That's why you make these videos. But I appreciate it. But I'm telling you what, I'm not giving up. I'm hanging in there. I got some more support plans. More people out there to, you know, hey, reach out to me if you need anything, and I appreciate that. Stefan's one of them. I followed him since his day one routine. Him and Crazy Bags were together. I was telling him, I told him the other day, I remember that when he was in class, when he was a student, you know. Now he's out there running, you know, and everything. So, you know, it is what it is. I hate to see Trad Rich leave. I was surprised when I heard that happen. I watched these videos. I guess he went to a different trucking company. Won't mention the name. And I wish him best of luck. I mean, it's kind of shocking to see somebody that's been here for a while, you know, to leave just up and leave like that. So, but he had his reasons, and that's the way it is. But anyway, guys, I'm going to stick it out. I'm tired of being the negative. I like the videos I made way before I started complaining about what's going on. So we're gonna just give it up. We ain't going to talk about it no more, okay? So this is the last video. We'll be talking about my issues with low income and stuff. We'll just keep trucking. I'll smile and carry on. But we've had a great, so far it's been a great run. I get to go, you know, I've been out here since the end of April, and it's time to go home and see Mama and the dog, my grandbabies, my grandkids. Just take a little break away from this. Walk away from this truck for a little bit. Let Eagle One relax, and let Curtis relax. Get on that Harley and haul Bud. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. You all be safe and careful, okay? We'll talk to you soon. Bye now.